Today's vlog is sponsored by Curology. Hello, you guys. So I have just finished doing a big old clean, which y'all will see later in the vlog, but I figured it was a good time now to sit down to film this little portion, which is all about my Curology journey, because I'm about to go wash my face, do all that good stuff, shower, because again, just got done cleaning. But this little portion is sponsored by Curology. So pretty much every time summer comes around, I really get into this mood where I just want to kick into overdrive all of my self-care. Mainly like health and skincare are the two ones that I'm focusing on right now. And because I am doing so much reading outside and hanging out there because it is summertime here now, I definitely have to make sure that I am taking care of my skin, which is where Curology comes in. It's super easy to start with Curology because you take their quiz, tell them about your skin and your goals for your skin, and then you are matched with your dermatology provider who will put together a routine made for you. I've been really loving to use their body wash specifically for acne on your body, because while we may not want to talk about it, it is a reality for this one at least, and I have been loving to see the effects of it because it has this like gentle foaming effect that works to treat acne on all kinds of skin types. And I have very sensitive skin, so I was weary because I'm weary to try anything new because of sensitive skin, but not a problem here. Had a great time over here. And this is one of those ones that you kind of like put it on, leave it on for a second. So I will do my conditioner, let that sit as well, and then I'll wash my face in the shower, and then I will rinse this off because it gives it time for it to do its thing. The conditioner can do its thing. Everyone's doing its job and getting it done well. And I love that. I am so excited to also try their Hydro Tret RX at some point, which I did get sent like with their little sample situation. I do have some that one of their dermatology providers put together for me to use, and I'm excited to try that out. But for right now, this has really been my go-to, and I'm very in love. And you can start your Curology journey down below if you would like to, with the description. All the information will be down there. Thank you once again to Curology for sponsoring this portion of the video. I'm gonna literally go shower now, and I will come back. I will meet you guys back here. But let's go shower. Hi y'all, I'm in my walking girl era again. While I'm trying to like strong arm myself into it, but it's fine. We're doing great. Let me open these a little bit. Just give it a little zzz, oh, I don't know, not dungeon lighting. Actually, the camera makes it look dark, but I'm gonna light this candle. I might put on an ambiance on this, and then I'm obviously gonna listen to like actual music while I'm on my walking pad. But we're gonna have dinner, and then I'm gonna go on my little walkie walk. I am still reading 2 books right now. Can you close? I'm trying to show my friends my book. So I'm currently reading The Blade Itself. I am 30% in now. It's so good. I'm 170-ish pages. So I usually have it set up right here so that I can see it. And I actually need to charge my little This is my electric lighter. Love her. My partner absolutely hates the sound it makes. Plug ears, babe. I love them. So, yeah, what was I going to grab out of here? Wouldn't you like to know? I would too. But today was super productive. I got the weekly vlog edited, watched, and uploaded to Patreon. Already done. And it is, what time is it? Just to clock in. 4:58. So, technically my, work day ends at 4. Get home, and then I start the YouTube work stuff, Patreon stuff, all that good stuff, at 5. Technically, with editing, I'm done. Because I edited that. I edited my Booktubers Control My TBR up to this point. I have 1 book left on that, so I'm very excited to get to it. It's one of my best friends, so I think she's not going to steer me wrong. But we'll see. And then the new releases one, that's going to be a slow-paced one, but honestly, that one doesn't really matter because it's only reading-centric, so that can go up whenever, wherever. So yay! All of that's done, though. I've edited as much as I can. I also edited the Patreon exclusive one, and so I'm going to film a little bit of that tonight, probably. It's like a FaceTiming, vlogging like we're on FaceTime vlog. I really love those. I feel like all my vlogs kind of feel like that to an extent, but that one is truly, this is what it's like when my friends decide to pick up my FaceTime call, which does not always happen. Probably because it's like this and very chaotic, but I am also reading Home is Where the Bodies Are. Bodies Are Where the Home Is. Whatever. That one. And my main focus, though, for tonight is going to be the Blade itself. Because I'm really freaking enjoying this. These characters are so distinct. I usually, if it's all... So these are... Every POV is male. And I don't... That's not a bad thing to me. But it's the same if every point of view is a woman in a book. If they are, they tend to run together in my mind. If there's not super distinctive qualities or personality showing through. It typically is YA, I guess, where I find that they sound so similar. This is so random, but from Blood and Ash series, the longer it went on, all those characters sounded the same to me. Did not matter. They all sounded the same, just a different name put blank said. Ugh. But I love, more than anything, I love when we're reading a book and it is 3 to 4 different points of view. When you do more than that, it's kind of a lot to juggle, but that many points of view, and they all are living their own thing, seemingly, but then all of a sudden there's a crossover and you're like, oh my god, y'all are in the same book, you're in the same world, hello, what am I doing? I love that. Oh! This is what I was thinking of. House of Flame and Shadow. Sorry, every single one of those characters, don't care who it was, they all sounded the same. They all sounded like the same person. There was no difference, except for sometimes when it was Bryce and she was just super annoying and rude and the least understanding person ever. I'm never gonna stop ranting about that book if given the chance, and I can just give myself the chance, because it was bad. It was so bad. Anyways, so that's what I'm really liking about this book, is that I love points of view where everything is so distinctive. Slay! Thank you. Bye! Okay. Got to go. Okay, we're back. I am grabbing my epic reading playlist. Click start. Ooh. Got a little Irish jig going. Alright. Not the vibe at all, but always the vibe, if you know what I'm saying. What am I saying? I'm gonna get started. My goals are to read some, drink this water. She's full. This is the 64 ounce one. My goal is to drink at least one of those a day. 2 if we're getting with it. I'm not today. Getting with it. But, love to be. Another time. Don't worry about it. I actually might charge my little Kindy while I'm walking, because it's at 35, almost at 35 degrees. Nar, not 35 degrees, 35%. And I want her to be charged. Because once we're done here, we're going to take a shower. It's not a hair wash night, praise. Skincare, bedtime, still reading. And you're watching Disney Channel. Okay, let's go. So I have decided I'm gonna do like just a chill walk tonight. I don't really feel like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to. How about that? That way I don't start to hate doing it again by pushing myself too hard when I don't freaking want to. But update on the book. If you have read The Blade itself, I want you to guess who my current fave character is. I actually enjoy them all. Who would have thought? Usually there's at least one I'm like, cut them. Cut them now. Like, it's fine. When this has to be emotional, that one can go. Here's a hint. I love nothing more than a bitter Betty. I love a fallen soldier. I love a bitter Betty. I truly do. I truly do. So, with that information, go forth into the comments section and guess. Because, unfortunately, I do believe I am on the bandwagon. What can I say? What can I say? I love to follow the crowd. I do. Bye. Okay, we're gonna get meta for a second. Because I am interrupting my vlog to mention something. So you probably noticed at the beginning, the intro to this was kind of a mess and it was a little bit clippy because I was trying to explain something about this book that I'm reading, but I feel like I said it weird. And I'm in my anxious about the internet thing. I didn't even say anything bad, but you just, the internet, you know, just will take things and just like that. So I edited it out just so there's no confusion. It literally, it literally means nothing. But the parasites want me to refilm, so I'm gonna do that right now. And what I was talking about is what's really getting me with The Blade itself. I am so impressed at how I'm 163 pages in to this nearly 600 page book, and all 3, if not 4, pretty much every character, first of all, that we're looking at right now is a man, and then there's one woman, but then the points of view that we're following are all men. And what I was trying to explain is, I think when you have 3 or 4 points of view, and they all could very easily be mistaken for one another, whether that is being of the same gender, being of the same age, being just like physical and social attributes that could be, you know, in your head mistaken for like, oh wait, I did this actually. I was trying to think of what other books I've done this with. Pretty Little Liars as books and the Click series. throwback to what raised me. Those books, I really got confused of who was who, because a lot of them had the same hair color or the same style or the same, mainly it was the same voice that didn't help with that. And what I was trying to explain is 2 books I think have done a great job where I could have been very confused, but they made their characters so distinct and different. One of them is this one, because I am not confused on who anyone is at this point. There are some levels of like, who is this speaking to my man? Not my man, but like, you know, the man I'm currently following. Like, who are you? Because there's so many characters that are additive within their points of view. But I am not lost on who a single person is within the people that we're following that are clearly like the most prominent people for us. The other book is Her Majesty's Royal Coven. That is another one where I think there are enough similarities to where if the author hadn't done what she had done, it would have been very easy to confuse the storylines, but they had such a distinct voice and character and life built around them so quickly that I didn't run into that problem. And that is what I really like so far about this book. I just feel like, I don't know what was going on, but I was trying to explain that concept, which seems fairly easy to understand. And I just feel like I did it in such a convoluted way where, like, you know when you're trying to say something and then you're like, wait, that doesn't even make sense. But in filming, I can just, like, redo that. Sometimes I feel like it would be, I don't know, kind of nice if that part of in real life, like, traveled into online, where you could just do that and be like, oh, wait, actually, no. Or someone would be like, hey, can you clarify what that means? And then you do, and it's like, oh, cool, fine. But it doesn't. Which also takes me into, I wanted to chat a little bit about, I've literally paused my little workout for this, but I forgot to bring this up earlier, so this is perfect. I am doing a soft reset with my relationship to social media, like online, aside from filming and uploading truly is not really that online. It's as online as you make it. So the most online I am for YouTube, aside from me being a watcher, which shout out to my dad for getting the tennis channel, because it's the French Open, baby. Did I have it in the background as I was getting things done? Yes. Is that going to be the rest of these 2 whatever weeks? Yes. And then we're headed for Wimbledon. And then we're headed for the US Open. And it's going to be a great, great time. And I'm very excited. So thank you for that, real quick. Now back on track. What the hell was I saying? Oh, social media. So I have put a downtime thing on my phone that starts at 7 p.m. and ends at 7 a.m. But when I am not going into this job every day, I think I'm going to start my downtime thing at 6. So there will be from 5, when I'm gonna, like, clock out, to 6 p.m. a window when I can, like, whatever, if I want to do that. And then from 6 to 10, well, 9, 10, bedtime, I am gonna read, or if I want to watch YouTube, it's on the TV. And then obviously sleep, and then I think I'm gonna have it not start where I can access it until like 9 a.m. so that I don't start my day scrolling, because I've noticed such a difference when I don't. Like, even this morning, it didn't start till 8 a.m., which was a mistake because it was hard to clock in to work, but I figured it out. But it was so nice, and it just felt so slow moving. And literally on the drive to work this morning, I'm just sitting there and we're just chatting. We're on our way to get coffee. And I was like, in my head, just thinking, wow, I remember a time where, like, I didn't feel the need to check in online. Like, I would just get up, get dressed, go to school, go to work, you know, whatever, and then go home and do my little hobbies. And it was just a really eye-opening thing, because I was acting as if I can't control that. I literally can choose to do that again. So that is something that I'm going to be doing for the next month or so, just to see. Maybe I'll set a softer goal so that I don't, like, set myself up till June, but probably at least 2 weeks. We're gonna just see, because I remember whenever I stopped being on Instagram for, like, God, what was that, like 3 or more months, and it was great, but I did that more so out of, like, anxiety, OCD, fear, which isn't a good motivator long term. It's not healthy. It's not what you want. Now it's more, I want to build back a lifestyle and a routine and habits that benefit, and Instagram really just isn't that. But social media is something I enjoy, so I just have to, like, reapproach it, I think, is what I'm gonna be calling this. This is like my reapproach. I'm reintroducing myself into society. But I am excited for it. I already like it. It's already kind of like a really nice feeling. I feel very unplugged, or whatever people say. So the amount of videos I've been getting on YouTube recommended to me of like, I deleted my social media 3 years ago, this is how my life changed. I deleted all my social media, now what? Like, all these kinds of videos, I'm sure now that I'm saying it by my phone, maybe there's a tinfoil hat here that I can't feel, but I do get recommended videos when I talk about things, so, you know, Olivia Reads a Latte, subscribe. I just wanted to clarify why we had such a jumpy intro to this vlog. My bad. And now I'm gonna finish this and then we'll go do our skincare. So, yeah. Another day, another sleigh. Okay. I am sitting down with you because I have some stuff to show you. Obviously, we were gonna have a little, sorry, I had to cut, big jump cut there because I'm so freaking done with my hair. Anyways, I am here with you all now. And it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Move along like they told you to. Library haul. Let's do it. 3 books. Ew. What happened to you, girl? Someone bent the heck out of those pages. So I got Powerful by Miss Lauren Roberts. This is a little novella in between Powerless and Reckless. So I'll be reading that. It's like 200-ish pages, but these are indeed the book page sizes for a Hobbit. Did this just stop with the page count at a random point? It did. Anyways, it's like a little over 200 pages, so cool. My hold for the familiar came back around. We'll see. Remember, I didn't know I was going to be in the mood for this. When I will be. It's going to strike randomly. I know that because it's historical. Ugh. But the next book for my new releases vlog, we have found it. So basically, if you watch the weekly vlogs, you'll know what books are going to be in the new releases vlog. But if you don't, it's a surprise. Or you can watch for the review, whatever you feel like. That is, every time I go on vacation, someone dies. I'm excited for this one because El Casamano recommended this when we were at her book signing. And also, look how cute this is. Like, this, there being fruit on the side of Funny Story is why I bought Funny Story. Also, sorry, I just realized my nails are so dirty, and that is because we were just outside. And I was checking on Annabeth because she has burrowed down. Now, we have the Fairly Romantasy box. So we're gonna open that together. Very excited. This is the first time I haven't been spoiled for it, so we can see how Like, I know what the book is, but I don't know the features. But this is written in red. And we're doing spoilers from here on out. So if you don't want to know, look away. But the book is A Curse of Blood and Wolves. So it is like a shifter romance. So we'll see how I feel about that. I don't know if we're off to a good or bad start with this art. I'll let you decide. Anything else I should know before? Okay. Let's do a little reveal. Okay, I like the back. Do we like the front? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Wow. Love a low standard. Now, here's the problem. Are we gonna like the book? Don't know. Genuinely couldn't tell you. Because I don't know anything about this book, but it is mildly concerning to me that they're not doing like KU. Like, where's Spark of the Everflame? Where's she? Don't know. Fate doesn't make mistakes. Well, okay. So A Curse of Blood and Wolves. Interesting. Okay. I'll just let you read the back of that, because I'm not going to read that on God's internet. But I like the little wolf. Oh. Hello, sir. Oh, it's a reimagining? Oh, God. A steamy reimagining of a Little Red Riding Hood. One of my, like, red flag words is steamy. But, this is who greeted me as soon as I opened. So, yeah, it was a little jarring. Here is she. I love Isabel from Mortal Instruments. And then we have it signed right here. And this is book 1. Oh, dear. So there's a playlist. I don't hate it. Let's count the number of Taylor Swift songs. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot. But Lord Huron is there, so that's good. Hosier's there, so that's good. These are recent songs. When was this written? To anyone who grew up but never outgrew fairy tales, here's a grown-up one just for you. Oh, her name's Ruby. This is very much giving me flashbacks to Opened Up to the Steam. Well, good note. Looks like it's at the end of the book. Love that for me. That reminds me of Once Upon a Broken Heart. Nope. Once Upon a Time. The TV show. Yes. Remember Ruby? Ruby Red? This is the reverse. For once, they put, like, the Get Out of Here cover on the back. Love that. And then here's underneath Love, Love, Slay, Slay. Yay, yay. Here are those. Pretty. So, yeah, we'll see how I feel about this. I don't really know anything about it. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna not look it up. I'm not gonna look up the book. Do not tell me, unless you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep it to yourself. If you liked it, we can talk about it in the comments. But if not, don't tell me about that, because I want to give myself a chance to actually enjoy this. And honestly, the way that's gonna happen is if I don't know a whole lot about it. I need to put this over there. So I need to go, I'm gonna put this up with the, actually, this is a mess. I have so many library books out. She says every week. I need to rearrange some things. I gotta rearrange my special editions shelf, because that's freaking full. Yikes, my bad. So I'm gonna have to fix that in the office, and I don't really know what that entails other than unhauling some romance books to make way. So we'll see, but these two are arcs, so I'm gonna go put those on the to be read shelf alongside this one. I still do want to read fairly soon, so we'll keep it. It is this one, and also To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods. I want to read both of these soon, so I will probably put those in on that shelf over there. This is the next book up for that other vlog, so we will keep that in here. And yeah, I really need to get on my unhaul. I'm really kind of torn. I want it from an unhaul because I know that y'all like them, but I just want to like list some of these books on Penguin and already get that party started. Like the special edition ones, I'm going to not put on Pango. Those are going to go on. Oh no, wait, other way. Those are going to be the ones that go on Pango. The random ones that I just like don't want, you know, my book of the month picks that I read and I'm like, yep, loved it, or nope, didn't like it and I want to get rid of it. I don't think I'm going to put those on Pango. I feel like you can find those on Pango everywhere, so that would be good for like a free little library. The 3 that I know for a fact I want to put on Pango are Study and Drowning, this edition of Swordcatcher, which honestly, this is the winning part of this edition. Like it is a beautiful naked cover, but the only thing is I just didn't like it enough for 2 copies. That's really all that is. It's a pretty good book. I'm excited for the next one to come out. I wonder when that is. And then also Spells for Forgetting. But I just need to like do it. Maybe I need to just give up on the dream of filming a little unhaul. Maybe that's just not going to happen for me. And that's going to be okay. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm going to go put these books up really quick. And then I finished the thriller I was reading for the other vlog. So that's great. And I'm going to just keep reading my fantasy, The Blade Itself. I'm getting into it. We're like 40% in now. I'm really liking it. So I am in the mood for that. So that's what we're going to go do. Oh god, I zoomed in. Ah! Stop! How frightening a sight. So wasn't it like a really fun time when we had nice skin for a little while? Fond memories already, because what the is going on? I don't break out the week before my period. I break out the week after my period. Whatever. Don't care. I'm honestly, I think because I actually have true diseases and things wrong with me. Most of them are mental, but hey, they're still there. But like with the whole epilepsy, at this point, I used to be so freaky about, oh my god, I need to diagnose everything and treat everything. Girl, we're gonna ride it. Okay, we're just gonna add her to the list and keep it pushing. Like, that's where I'm at. I just had that realization now. I still have health anxiety and I'll freak out. But then it's the weirdest, like, come to moment. And I'm like, oh, shut up. Moving on. That's what I'm doing right now. So we're going to move on. And we're going to be reading. I am on part 2. Page 201. And I can't tell you why, but I just feel like we're about to meet a character I'm going to really like. Maybe because I think she's digging a grave. I don't know. Guess I have a type. What's the other thing? Oh, I filled my water up, so that's the real goal here. I think that's it. That's all. And I'm gonna switch over to doing my little FaceTime vlog for Patreon, actually. And I think that's the plan. Tomorrow I'm driving my mom to surgery, so we have to get up at 4 a.m. Okay. Hubba hubba, but like the opposite of that. Like hubba hubba, negative. That's how I feel. But we're gonna do it. That's good. It's fine. It's just so early. It's like, ooh, jump scare. 4 a.m. exists for who? Literally, people wake up like that all the time. I understand that. It's just not that's not my story. That's not my tale. Okay? My tale is 6 a.m. And my body gets up then naturally. It's actually quite nice. Anyways, I would love to tell you right now. That was me thinking through it. I would love to tell you right now, 4 a.m., drop her off, come back home by like 6, get a coffee on the way, be really productive. Ugh. I would love to tell you that. And I would love for that to be the case. I can't promise these things. Okay? I just can't. So I'm not going to do that. But I will promise you that I'm going to be reading this tomorrow at some point. Will it be 6 a.m.? Tune in. Good morning. I'm looking up from my window. Good morning, Jacob. Like the day before. I'm not entirely sure what the goal is here, but we have a great scheme. They hatched. Could she go around? Yeah, definitely. But why would you? You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. Hello. I feel like Evil Kermit, like by books. That's the vibe. I am getting hold of my Kindle. I think I'm gonna make today a chill day, as in I'm not going to like super speedy do a walk today. I have a call with Mel to do some of the like more businessy things for the Patreon book club. We have to arrange some things, create some graphics, assign some dates. So we're gonna do that soon-ish, I think. First we have to go over to my mom's and let her dogs out and check on them because she's away for a while today, and then we will come back here, eat lunch, do the call. And I think what I'm gonna do is walk while I'm on the call so that I can do like a little bit of exercise, but not a full-on like intense workout. One thing I like about my Fitbit is it does tell me like, girl, that was a lot of working out yesterday. Chill. Take a chill. Like you literally got 5 hours of sleep this morning or last night, whatever. You've been doing it. You're good. You're good. Take a rest day. Because I forget those are a thing. If I have a rest day, I just quit. So, gotta work on that. But I am staying in here to watch over the shell child out there. And some people are saying that I'm a worrywart. I don't know about all that, but maybe the rumors are true. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. Hello. What an interesting outfit. I had this on halfway because it's kind of hot. But also, I need to just put my clothes fully on, probably. So I need to do. If you weren't paying attention when you saw that, that probably sounds real weird to you. But here we are. So the salad has been made successfully. I love doing this. I do. As I do this, every time I'm like, so much better than people not eating a Caesar salad, which is mainly me most times. But they put like this thick just slices of whatever cheese is on here. I don't even like this kind of cheese. So I usually eat around it, but it was just like whoosh, on top. I'm talking like the amount of probably what someone would get if they asked for extra, which I surely didn't. But I'm replying to comments on the new weekly vlog. I have my work candle lit, so we're about to get serious. And I'm waiting for a call from the doctor, but for now, I'm going to hop on this little meeting, eat my food, reply to comments, do the things, and then I think we're gonna have a cleaning day together. I need to figure out what audiobook I want to read, though, because I want the cleaning day, but I need something to read. And I don't think that I want to listen to the Blade Itself audiobook. I don't really like it. I know that people like it because, like, I've had people directly tell me, and then everyone in the world comments on, like, it's a good narration, and I guess, but I read too much of it with my own ideas in my little noggin, so that's not gonna work. Not for me, babe. Not for me. So, what do we have? I could move on to the next Orphan X book. That's an option. 15 hours. So that'd be 7.5. Oh, there's also a bonus conversation in here. That's why it's longer. So I guess I could do that. Is this the correct book in the series? That's the question. Yes, Dark Horse. Come on, Katy Perry. Okay, so that's an option. Or I'm thinking, where is it? Oh, Guncle. The Guncle. I've had that book on my TBR forever. I've, like, owned it forever. And I kind of feel like a happy summary read would be a better fit for right now. I want to vacuum. I want to clean the kitchen. I want to clean the office. I want to put together my unhaul books. And then I want to find a bunch of free little libraries that I can go to probably next week and drop the books off. So, I think that's my goal. I think that I'll clean up the office a little bit. Just get rid of the trash that just it just happens. I can't explain it to you. And then put all of the unhaul books together. And I won't film it until y'all let me know if you want an unhaul video. If you do, put what emoji? Is there a trash can emoji? Put a trash can emoji if you do want an unhaul video, and I can do that. It probably won't be an unhaul going through my shelves. It'll be just an unhaul of books that I have read, or books that mainly that I've read, honestly, because what the hell else am I gonna unhaul? Those are the only ones I know to unhaul. Anyways, I am probably gonna start the Guncle. We will touch base. I hate that I keep saying that phrase. What's happening to me?
We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone.
That was my happy I finished replying to all the comments dance. Okay.
We can spend all day in bed.
This just smells like love. Sorry, I'm trying to get a cute little B-roll, but I just have so much to say.
I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon.
That's cute. Hello. I have just finished up with Miss Mel, and we have picked all the book club picks. And I'm so excited for them. They just look so good. We sorted through a bunch, and we've got some romantasy. We have some urban fantasy. We're reading Butcher and Blackbird this month. Actually, we have sprints next Friday for that. And we're doing something that we used to do when we first started doing Lou Phantasma, which is really fun. And we're going to both read the book club book on stream and try to stay on stream until we both finish it. That's really only realistic with kind of romances, to be honest. And so, I'm excited. I think that's going to be a fun little time. I need to charge my watch, so I'm going to do that. And I may go, actually, I'm going to wait to do that, until I am done vacuuming, because that's about to be my workout for today, okay? Yes. So, all that's done, squared away. While we were looking through books, though, because when I pick book club books for at least the Cozy Cafe book club, which is my solo book club over on Patreon, I tend to look at Illumicrate and Fairy Loot and kind of any of the book boxes, because I know people, including, like, Book of the Month, because I know that people are going to get those books, so they're already readily available, but also they tend to be ones that I'm interested in, a lot of people are interested in over there, and I just think it's usually a good time that way. I've had the most success doing that than like picking random books that I just think look cool or whatever. So that's been my tactic, and we picked some good ones. But I was going through this shelf right here is all of my like Fairy Little Lumicrate recent editions coming in, and I actually found a new book I want to read really bad, and it's Darker by 4, because it is, first of all, just this line is that someone is an exorcist in training with one goal in mind, honing her magic to avenge her mother's death. And it's likened to Legendborn and The Mortal Instruments. Are you joking? Like, that's just gonna be a good time. That's just gonna be a good time. And it's like one of the prettiest books, I think, that I have. And I love this cover as well. So I'm gonna leave this here so that I can see it, because I do want to read it. I'm in the mood to pick up just one of the book club books. Well, it's not a book club. It's a book box, but whatever. I treat Fairy Little Lumicrate like a book club. Which sounds really lame now that I say it out loud, but it's like everyone kind of is, because everyone gets the same book. They just don't read it all at the same time, I guess. Anyways, I need to go vacuum, so we must go vacuum. Jacob just walked through my pile of his hair, and I scooped it up with my bare hand onto it. Actually, yeah, I scooped it up with something I want to show you, because I love it. A clean cycle is running on the dishwasher, so please ignore that noise. But this broom that my mom bought us, I'm obsessed with this broom. What is this? I don't even know what brand this is, but it's one of those like pet hair brooms. You can use it on the carpet too. Oh my god. You're gonna get stuff up you didn't even know you put down. Oh. But the true star of the show, y'all already know. We got a new vacuum. I didn't get to break it in, but that's okay, because my favorite person did, so that's fine. If I'm gonna lose, at least it's to them. Actually, you know what? Let's put on... No. We light the candle afterwards as a little treat. But I do need to push away all these cords so I can vacuum up the bedroom. Because Jake is a mess. A messy boy. Get up here. You're not going to like what's happening. Come on. He has his little... That's his spring blankie. But I'm about to vacuum. It's about to get pretty serious. Not to stress anybody out, not to worry you, but we're getting real. We're getting real. Sounds so intensive at cleaning. It's also about to start raining. So, live, laugh, love. But look at my baby. I love this thing. I really do. Okay, so I'm gonna go take care of that. I'll be right back with you. Yeah. Are you running away? Are you running away from the scary vacuum? Do you need to go out? Yeah? Let's go. Okay. Be free. I'm gonna come vacuum by you too, little lady. You ready for that? Okay, bye. Ma'am. What are you doing? So, this lavender, sorry, she's gone. That plant also gone, so I ordered 2 more. They'll be in at some point in life. But look at this one. She's just running around, doing Lord knows what. Although she does get like this whenever it rains. So maybe it really is gonna rain. Jake is checking out my berries and cream fit check. Little lad, little lad. My littlest lad. She is just, look at, she sees those 2 plants. She's like, I want them. buddy. Hello, it is I, post-vacuum. I love the feel of freshly vacuumed carpet. I'm not gonna lie, there is a part of me that wants to replace our carpet. Well, first, if I could truly have it our way, I would want to have like all hardwood. Maybe not hardwood though, because that's a lot of upkeep. I know the girls love a hardwood on all the like renovation things, but I hate management. So I don't know if I would like that. But I would enjoy having fake hardwood or whatever throughout the house, because it would be just easier to clean. But there is something I do like about carpet. I like to lay on carpet. Like sometimes I like to just lay on the floor and read. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. Can I just put a rug and then a blanket down? Yeah, I can do that. Actually, I do that in the living room. But still, I now need to go. I need to actually film the little clippy clip that's going to be at the beginning of this really fast, edit that, send it over, and then I do need to edit the Patreon exclusive vlog that is in place of the book club vlog, because I DNF'd that book, so I'm doing a FaceTime vlog situation. I think I've already mentioned that, but mentioning it again because that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to post that, and then I think after that I'm going to shower, skincare, read. And that's going to be the events for the day. I am trying very hard to, like, every time, if you also post on YouTube or Instagram or anywhere, TikTok maybe, and once you post, you always want to go, like, look at how the post is doing. But I get into this, like, hover parent mode where I'm just like a little helicopter buzzing around and I'm just like looking at every different number. I don't always act like that, but whenever it's, you know, goblin-y up here, that's something that it likes to latch onto for whatever reason, because one thing we're gonna do is set arbitrary numbers to our person, like what we're worth, I guess. Except no, we're not, because like I'm not doing it. But that is like, YouTube Studio is crazy, because one thing that they will forever do is let you know when you are a flop. Which is so funny to me, because I'm like, I don't think this is doing what y'all think it's doing. I really, really don't. I really don't. But when you do get 1 out of 10 on your videos, there's like a little confetti. And that's fun. But that's about it. But just like a random little tidbit of like, into if you like put content online, I feel like it's so easy to get caught up in those numbers. Honestly, it also ties into like getting caught up in the numbers of how much you read and how much you let that lean into like the validity of you as a reader, as someone in the book community. I feel like that's also kind of with content, it's like how valid your content is, if you are valid, because like especially if you're vlogging, you kind of in a way are the content, so like whoa, that can mess with your mind. But on the flip side, I'm also terrified of being perceived. So do I want it to be 1 out of 10? I don't know, because that means more people are going to perceive me. You know that, what is that meme of Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer when he's like, it's a paradox. It shouldn't work, but it does. That's me. That is me as someone posting online who's terrified of being perceived, but my job is to indeed be perceived. So I'm going to go perceive Joe Abercrombie after I finish editing. That's going to be my little treat. And I will perceive you later. That sounded like a threat and also kind of weird, but we're leaving it in. Oh, I forgot to mention. I've gotten so many comments that y'all would be down for a 3-hour vlog, which great, because it's already in the works. And by that, I mean, I just want that to happen. I don't have like some plan. I really am the like least plan ahead type A person ever, because I'll have like 6 plans and then last minute I'm like, don't love it, let's wing it. Don't know what that's about. But if I don't have my 6 contingency plans, like I freak out full on. So Cute. Cute. Anyways, let's go. Let's hope we can get to 3 hours. We're going to do a lot of reading, I think. That's how we're going to do it. Is it Wednesday? Ooh, we got to get to it. Oh, there's a readathon this weekend, though. Oh, I can include the readathon in this. Oh, perfect. Mwah. 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 Yay. Hello, handsome boy. How are you doing? So cute. Hello. So creepy. I am obviously gonna shower. I just heard some thunder, so gotta move swiftly. Cause I don't shower when there's lightning in. So what was that? Oh, we're under a tornado watch. That's what I was gonna tell you. I'm like, hey, why did I freaking turn the camera on? 2 things. Tornado watch. Second thing. First of all, actually back to that 1.5. 1.5 thing. I want to put a little asterisk and then a footnote on the whole, like, whipping it for a tornado. For the watch. Not the warning. Just the watch. Like, because we're watching, because there's the elements that could concoct one. Not the warning that means there is one, because that's not good. But the vibes of it could be is good. It happening is bad. Okay. Number 2. Part 2. I have already talked for over an hour. For just Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Hey guys. Temperature check. Are we okay? Actually, no, but I'm kind of proud of myself because usually when I am having like thought spirals, sticky thoughts, hot thoughts, all the thoughts, I am prone to just shutting down, not acknowledging, moving forward, like at a breakneck, hunkered down, shoulders up and arms out type of thing. And I'm not. Instead, I am, I guess, not letting it consume me to where I don't live, still, like, I hate to say, like, live in the moment, but kind of, like, to actually, instead of worrying about things in the past that I wish I could change or that may have happened, because, hey, false memory, that's a fun thing to deal with, and not worrying about what the future could possibly hold and only focusing on the bad, because truly, if you think about it, if you're going to give this much energy to, like, if the bad happens, it's only fair to yourself to give that same amount of energy to if the good happens, but that's a whole nother can of worms to open, because let's talk about magical thinking and, like, that issue that could come in with those. So there is that, but I'm actually just like, okay, that happened, can't do a thing about it. That could happen, currently can't do a thing about it. So I'm gonna sit here. With my rainstorm. I'm gonna sit here with my dog. I'm gonna sit here and talk to my friends. I'm gonna sit here and take a shower. I'm gonna sit here and have that shepherd's pie that's being made. Ooh, a vegan shepherd's pie. It's not vegan. It's vegetarian though. And I'm gonna read my damn book and have a good time doing it. That's what I'm trying to remember. And honestly, like, thank y'all for even letting me just come on here and talk about all that, because it is very helpful to be able to bounce that off of someone. And I know it's, like, not in real time, but even right now, I'm talking to y'all in the comments of what it would be last week's weekly vlog, and you're just so kind and just so nice, and just, you know, it's like not what you expect from the internet. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the internet can be such a prickly place, and it really is all about where you go and who you follow. And I get that, but I think to some extent everyone will see the not kind side of the internet at some point, because just algorithmically the chances are high that you will. And as someone, like, on TikTok is really where I really saw that. Instagram, not as much, although it is gaining with reels and stuff. So I've kind of, like, held back on watching reels as much, because it's just kind of, like, upsetting at how mean people are and, like, the total lack of empathy and whatever. But y'all, like, every time I post a video, I get so worried because I'm picturing that version of things, and it's just simply not comparable to, like, how you guys are. And It's not that I've ever experienced it, but honestly, it would be very scary to experience it. Like, the way that TikTok behaves and treats people, like, it's crazy. That's one of the reasons that I've been wanting to re-download it, because it's just so funny. It really is. But it is a time suck. And it's, to me, it's a net negative, like, on my mental health. And I can get kind of the same thing from Instagram. And it's also, Instagram's a little bit more productive because I love to save a bunch of recipes I'm never going to make. But I do get a lot of cleaning tips because I love it. Is it Nikki Operation? Is that who I'm thinking of? I don't know. The woman, she will clean her hotel room every time she goes to one. I would love to be that person. I'm really not, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. But I love to watch her videos, and I am trying out all the cleaning products because it is just, she's going to sell me something every time. And that's why it's dangerous. That's why I can't go on. But anyways, I just wanted to, like, say thank you for being you. Because you're pretty, like, freaking rad and awesome and cool. And it's probably why we get along so well, because I am too. But yeah, enough sappy stuff. Time to go shower and then read about, just a couple of bros getting into a tussle. I don't know. One of them's fencing. The other one's a barbarian. The only barbarian I've read about is Ice Planet barbarians. So I prefer this one. I prefer Logan. But that's just personal preference.
A significant life, just what it was needed. Clear in the blackest night, constantly just as dead. And in the eyes of time, nobody's losing. The sparrows will be here by dawn. When we find this over, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. I can wait longer. The sun will rise. I'll be gone.
Good morning, y'all. Wow, nice hair. Thank you. It's last day of school. It's the last day of school. It's the last day of school. It's the last day of school. Okay. See you after. I have my vegan protein smoothie that I have to drink before I get the biggest coffee I've ever seen. Huh? Huh?
There might be a bit of paper left under the pool of coffee. Try to remember what
With
I
your
wrote.
bleach
You just
blonde built. Hello. Hi. It is the last day of school. Second to last day of work. Super excited. Super stoked. So I'm on the treadmill because I'm going to force myself to do it. But I am still... I'm going to aim to finish Mr. Joe Abercrombie book 1 today. I am 40-ish. No, I'm not. I'm over 50% in now, actually. What the heck? So I think I could finish that tonight. And then tomorrow's the start of the readathon, and we'll put together a TBR together for that because we will be getting out of work early. But I have this, and I want to open it. And I think this is a book that I ordered, but it's in a weird box. So I need to know. Yes, it is, but it's, oh my god. I wish that they would just, like, ship books nicely so that it looked good when you got them, but okay. It's my copy of Empire of Silence. They had it reprinted up on Amazon, and I snatched up a hardcover because I'm probably not going to get the whole series on my shelves. I've realized I kind of like the idea of just having one book to represent a series on my shelves. It just fits better for me, and it gives me more room. So I have to decide where to put this. Obviously, makes the most sense to go on to my actual sci-fi shelves, but everything's full. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. Actually, I do know. I'm going to put it right over here for now. Does it need to be over there? No. Does it make any sense? No. That's my YA horror and thriller shelf. I don't know, man. I don't know. So, I am going to I'm going to look for a YouTube video to watch. I'm in the mood to watch some booktube because I'm getting a little, like, not slumpy with reading, but I am getting a little slumpy with, like, filming, I guess. And not weekly vlogs. I feel like weekly vlogs I always love to film. It's more so the, what are the other ones that I do? Yes. The reading vlogs and stuff like that. And I really like to do just very chill, very regular reading vlogs, not gonna lie. Like, I like to just do, I'm excited for these 5 new releases, let's read them. That's one I'm currently filming. But I like watching other people be creative and doing creative things while I don't do that. Because I don't want to. It honestly, the reason why is it puts a lot of pressure, I feel. Like, and I mainly mean like secret TBRs and really like thematic things. But like the wheel, choose my TBR, booktuber, choose my TBR, like those kind of things that have a structure. I don't consider those a theme. I like those a lot. So I'll always be up for those, but it's just like, you know the reading vlogs you see where you're like, oh my god, that's a lot of work. But did you have fun though? You know what I mean? So anyways, I have some saved. Oh, actually, I have some hot takes about the internet saved, so maybe I'll watch those first. We'll see. But I'm gonna go walk and then read and hopefully finish. So maybe this won't be such a talky day, but I am halfway through my 64 ounces, so what do you think about that?
Think it might last until it's dawn. When the candlelights are out, I really think it's goodbye. I didn't love you anyhow. Now I'll make each day count. I didn't love you anyhow. This bird must learn to fly.
If you're wondering, yes, I did do my walkie walk in my jeans because I'm forcing myself to do like a chill workout, and if I don't put something kind of in place at this current moment, I will be a little bit tempted to not be chill. So forcibly chill, worked out great, 30-minute walk done. I'm in the mood for an audiobook, but I want to finish The Blade itself. So I think what I'm going to do, the audio is not my favorite. I don't love the way that the narrator narrates Glocta. It distracts me. It's not giving. It's not playing into my casting in my head for the movie. But I feel like I'm far enough in the book now where, Let me see if I can find it on my Kindle app, like where I'm at. But I just feel like I'm far enough to where I know the names, I know what we're doing. I could feasibly just listen to it and not be lost. The main reason that I didn't want to listen to it wasn't my favorite narration, and it's still really not, but now I don't care as much because I really am enjoying the book. I just didn't want the narration to affect me liking the book. But we're at a place where it can't because I am enjoying it a lot. It looks like my Kindle when I was reading at work did not save where I ended up in the actual book, which isn't great. We were just getting to where one of our dudes was gonna go do a little, what is that thing called? Fencing. Can I read you this thing that cracked me up? This guy is literally just too much. This is Giselle, and he's shaving, and it says he wiped his face, and then his favorite part of the day, gazed at himself in the looking glass. Like, are you joking? And it's like a fitting surround for such a handsome man as the one gazing happily back at him. Honestly, handsome hardly did him justice. Like, period. Love yourself. Love that. Let's see. I think that her name is Pharaoh. I don't know how to... It's Ferro. We just met her at the beginning of part 2. Into her. Like her. Her energy. Let's see. I think I am on page 318 out of 528. So, I definitely think in theory I could finish this tonight. It's like 210 pages. And it's 4:30 right now, and all I plan to do is listen to this book. So I definitely think it's doable. Let's get my audio synced up to that, actually. 5 hours left. Definitely could do this. Okay, so I think that that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to this audiobook. I'm going to play my word search game and Candy Crush. Yeah, I'm a loyal Candy Crush player. Sorry. What? And drink water. That's literally going to be the goal for tonight. We're having a chill night. And I'm so excited about it. But after that, I have 2 books that I want to start. One of them is to complete a reading project. And then the other one is to continue on with my new releases. But then the third one is to just have fun. And I think, sneak peek, I may pick up Funny Story by Emily Henry next. Because I know I like Emily Henry books. And then I think I will pick up the final book, which is for the Booktubers Control My TBR video. And so I'll read that one, and then I'll read Funny Story for that other vlog, and then we might read Darker by 4, which I have over on my desk. That's why I, like, gestured over there, not just for fun. Like, there is something over there for us. I might read that and talk about that with y'all. And I think that's gonna be the goal. Yeah, the goal. We were driving by H-E-B, and I saw these plants that I haven't stopped thinking about. They're literally just grass plants. Like maiden's grass, if you know what that is. Like, if you venture to the suburbs, or there are medians that have a bunch of plants, usually, especially in like southern states where it's hot as hell, there are these big palm grass plants. I want that. And I want to put them, well, I want to put one in Annabeth's enclosure, and I'm thinking I may need to get a mature one and not get this one from a nursery that I really do like online. It's Garden Goods Direct. I like them, but they always send very young plants, and I am not good at ensuring that they stay alive long enough to become old. They've just become dead. So I would like to not do that. I think I need to get one that's already kind of established and plop it on into her enclosure just to really give her a good amount of shade in there. Because she doesn't want to like always stay in her house. She would want to run around and stuff, but you need more shade. Honestly, there's never enough shade. Like, always. Just plant more things. That's my goal in life. But all of my wheatgrass that I planted in there, she's mowed down. So, ain't that something? So, let us go do our things, and I will see you guys later.
Enter your room, you lock the door. I'm lying helpless on the floor. It's how we spend our days. It's tragic.
Oh, the hair looks so nice. Stephen King. I'm gonna keep my headphones in. I'm gonna put my sleep mask on. And I'm just gonna listen to the last hour and a half of The Blade itself. We're gonna finish the book tonight. And I will start something else tomorrow. I think I'm actually going to start for the readathon. I want to read Powerful by Lauren Roberts. And then I want to read All This Twisted Glory by Tahada Mafi. So I think those are going to be the two books that I pick up for the weekend to read because I want to read them soon. And it'll give me, like, still fantasy, but not this epic and not this much work. And then next week, I'm going to pick up the other books for the new releases vlog. I have 4. Well, I still have 5 in total that I want to pick up, but I probably won't pick up all 5 for one video. I'll probably pick up some of those with y'all. I think I'm going to put 3 books on this weekend's TBR. I actually think that I'm also going to add on Bless Your Heart. Because I keep saving this for a, what's it called? For one of my TBRs for the new releases, and it's just not happening. So we're going to make it happen now. And that's that. So, good night.
I stumbled to the door, couldn't take it anymore. I took a leap of faith and then I was gone. I didn't love
Hello, guys.
anyhow.
Showing you the shirt, attempting at least. Just got home and I have a major headache. So, I'm going to be a little quieter. I wanted to start it out so that the mic picks up. But I'm going to be quieter and I'm about to go lay down and hopefully that fixes it before it turns into like a full-fledged issue. I want to show you the Fairy Loot box that I just got in. I had to move sprints to tomorrow morning, which honestly is probably better because then I'll be able to sprint all day long, which will definitely be more fun than just like a couple hours tonight. Personally, I think. So I'm going to attempt to do a sprintathon, but for that to happen, I have to do like a chill night to get rid of this headache. But like, if y'all have, okay, so I don't have a migraine disorder, but I tend to get really bad headaches, and I don't know if that's could be a symptom of the meds that I'm on. It could be a symptom of epilepsy, like just it's one of the fun little things I get to live with, or it could be weather, it could be what I ate, it could be literally anything. I seem to be pretty sensitive, emotionally and physically. So if you get them, I always call them migraines because people who do not get just real bad headaches, because I don't know, I don't have auras, I don't have like vision issues, my head hurts and I can like see sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like not literally, but be fun, don't be literal, okay? I just feel like it's like really sensitive. Like my head just feels like right after you, this is so random. Let's bring in a metaphor to explain what I'm talking about. You know when you're cooking, not something I do often, but like you'll reach across and like burn yourself on a pan or something. It's and then if you touch it, it's like, that hurts. That's what my head feels like. So I'm hoping it doesn't get worse than that because there is obviously that opportunity and I don't want that for me. But also, I can't really look at screens is another issue that's going to come up. So no idea what I'm going to do tonight on my first night of freedom. But while I have the energy to do so, I wanted to show you the Fairy Loot box that came. And I know the book because I look at the spoiler Instagram, but this is the young adult box. So that is exciting. I think I know what the original cover of this one looks like. So I'm really hoping that we did something pretty with it. With Fairy Loot, you just never know. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely could have done something prettier with this, just based on this color scheme and the setup of the original. But this is not bad. I kind of like... So we've got these edges that give it a little bit more razzle-dazzle. This looks like an old textbook. Oh, I really like the spine. There's a little gnat. I really like that spine. That spine's very pretty. That kind of makes up for it. I don't know anything about this, but it's kind of giving me Dark Academia vibes with this going on at the front. And then this person brooding back here. I like the back of this. And that's very pretty as well. And then the flip side, which I like never use because I hate this quality. That's really pretty though. So, oh, it's a luxurious forbidden romance. Well, I do like forbidden romance. And there's a theme of obsession, or is it just saying that we're gonna be obsessed? Don't know. Anyways, it is very pretty, and y'all know I love YA. I love Dark Academia stuff. This has the aesthetic of Dark Academia. To me, Dark Academia really is just an aesthetic. Typically the books that people will refer to as Dark Academia, I would probably just call like modern gothic, but genres are all made up, so who really cares? Truly, it's not that somewhere else. But yeah, that's the little box that I got. I'm excited for that. And I'm gonna go put up now the 2 Fairly boxes into my closet for all my Pango books so that I can save them to ship them very nicely and neatly to people. And now I'm gonna go eat lunch really quick and take a nap, and then hopefully I can at least function. That would be like a good goal, I think, like a soft goal. My grow goal is to be able to like read, but who knows? Hello guys, so clearly I'm looking fabulous and I'm feeling fabulouser. I guess I have to talk a little louder than I want to. This is making my head vibrate, but my mic is annoying if I don't. So, okay. I have brought in all of the little thingies that I've been using to create this monster of a jar. And what I decided to do was I wanted to be comfortable whilst I do this. So I went around the house and I took a bunch of pictures of all of my bookshelves. And I'm just going to use these and write everything down. And yeah. Great. I really want to start a read it or list it. No. Read it or unhaul it. Whatever. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Thing. Because I talked to y'all about this a while ago where I was just inspired by Beth and I want to do my own of that. And we've got a pretty good amount in here so far. But I definitely have more books. And if you're wondering why they're different colors, first of all, it'd be super boring to have them all the same color. For me, I don't like the vibe of that. But I am a mood reader. And I have just decided, instead of attempting to make myself not be a mood reader like everyone else seems to be able to just read. Like, when I talk to y'all, when I talk to you guys, what's going on here? You just weren't going to tell me? Okay. When I talk to y'all, you're mood readers too. So I feel very seen. But when I watch other content creators or I talk to them, and I'm just like, how do you do the art? And they just read whatever they've decided to read. Like, it's not a mood thing. It's, oh my god, Ginger's like screaming. They just do it. They can just do that. And I think that that is super cool, and I'm not envious and jealous at all. So that's not me. So I have on my notes app TBR jar color code. So I can know that red is a thriller, hot pink is a romance, purple is fantasy romance, blue is fiction, light green is fantasy, tan/burnt orange, because I have a lot, is YA fantasy, light yellow is cozy mystery. Oh dang, I can't change burnt orange, because that's horror actually. What can I do? Red orange. There we go. Light blue sci-fi, dark purple dystopian, coral historical fiction. So that's just what I'm doing for the night, because I want to be doing something, but my eyes are not feeling a book because it's too close to my face. I don't know how to make that make sense unless you just get it. But it's too close to my face. But writing doesn't hurt, and so I'm watching some YouTubes on the screen in front of me. It's called a television. Welcome to the 21st century, Xenon. What's up? So that's what all I'm doing. I just wanted to update you. I'm kind of excited about the prospect of doing that, because then I think I'm going to put myself on another book buying ban, because I did really well for the first half of the year. Majority of the first half of the year, let's say. Kind of went off the rails this past month. I think if I go back on another book buying ban, and then this is like a series that I do, that'll be really fun and help me read the books that I already own, which is really my only goal. I don't really do too many numerical goals because I hate failing, and I also don't like pressure. So why do that to like a hobby? It's just my personal preference, I guess. So the only pressure I put on myself is taking out 16 library holds at once and thinking I'll finish them by the next one coming in. And then I never do, because there's already one at the library right now waiting for me. But that's where I've been getting my new releases, and my library gets them fast. The one I just got was The House That Horror Built, or something like that. I don't know, I just like the title, and the cover was kind of cool, so I said, add to cart. But yeah, that is what I'm doing. I actually think that I might listen to The Gunkle while I am writing all of these slips, and then after I've written them all, I'm going to watch some YouTube, some reading vlogs while I fold them. Because I can't watch the vlogs because I keep toggling back and forth and it's bothering me too much. I don't know. I love to watch B-roll, y'all. So I want to be able to focus, okay? This is what it is. But we're going to rest and refresh so that tomorrow we're on the reading. Yeah. Yes. Look at all these. This is... Good Lord. I have to add them to this. I just... Okay. Happy Read Sunday. So, I have all my stuff. And we're gonna set it down. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about our goals and our hopes and all of our dreams and all of the such. Where can I put you? Actually, oh, I think my extension cord got here, so I can plug in all my lighting too. So exciting. So exciting. So first off, I have my little shoes. Whoop, and my socks, because I don't know what the science is, but I'm more productive when I put them on. And I don't wear these out anymore. So, to me, I can wear them in the house. We have all of the books. We'll go over that in a second. I have my freaking hoodie, and I'm smacking myself in the face with it. I'm excited to wear this whenever I am done walking. So the plan, you may ask, rightfully, you should ask. I don't know, prayerfully. I know that, so yesterday had to postpone, so the readathon starts today now. And I think what I might do is sprint start at 9 a.m. I think I might have my readathon start at 11 a.m. though, because that'll give me 2 hours on sprints to get some stuff done and out of the way. And I kind of want to just at least organize this vlog's clips and everything. Jacob, please. So that I don't have to worry about it as much when it comes to like editing the weekday, because I have lots of stuff going on this week. All good stuff. Well, not the dentist. But I look like I'm just in like this crazy library right now. I kind of am. So, anyways, I think I might start mine at 11. It is currently 7:41. And maybe 10. I don't know. because we're going to have another round of sprints tomorrow, it's going to be much shorter. It's probably going to only be like 1 or 2 sprints to like close it out. But today, my goal is to go, if not just a full shift, if not longer. So like 7 hours, if not past that. We'll see. We'll see. You never know with me. I will be doing longer sprints, so I probably need to warn Miss Erin about that, but we'll get there when we get there. How about that? So the TBR is kind of a mess. We've got 2 library books, a Fairloop book, and then a book from the publisher, so I am reading most of my goals of things to read, like the review copies, library copies, books I own. Love that. So the first one up is Powerful by Lauren Roberts. This is the novella in between Powerless and Reckless. And I just want to read this. It's like just barely 200 pages, maybe a little bit shorter than that. I'm not really sure. 220 actually. That's not bad. So it's just a cute little novella thing. Wanted to read it before Reckless comes out. Then I have All This Twisted Glory. I had just read and finished These Infinite Threads. I just finished These Infinite Threads. If you're wondering if you have a physical copy, why are you reading the library copy? First of all, no one was in line. Second of all, I want to read my UK copy because the way they bind books makes me nervous. Then I have Bless Your Heart, if I need a little breaky break from some fantasy. This one is set in the 90s, and it is in Southeast Texas, so obviously I'm excited. And apparently someone's body, so these people run a funeral parlor, and someone's body reanimates. And it says that the Strigoi, the original vampires, are back. That flashed me back to Vampire Academy, not gonna lie. I never finished Vampire Academy. Should I? Weigh in. Okay, thank you. I'm excited for this because I like books that are set in the South, but even more so set in Texas. And then I have Darker by 4. This was pitched as, first of all, the main character is an exorcist in training. Yeah, so I'm inside. Already in the book. And then they compared it to Legendborn and The Mortal Instruments. So again, set in stone for me. I will be reading this. Will it be today? Don't know. The one that I think is the least likely to get picked up today, I'm not gonna lie to you, is this one. However, because of who I am sprinting with, the chances go up. Because Erin loved this book. This book does read pretty fast. But I don't know if I'm in the mood for, what's that called? Like a full high to epic fantasy. I don't know. I kind of am for like a short little moment. This world that I'm already in. A couple different characters that I kind of cared more about than the main character. Did I say that? But then this one I kind of want to just read in a not stress time. Whoa. I really don't know. That's the problem. Because I want to read all of these. And if this was a week-long readathon, we'd be done. But it's not. It's not. And I'll still read them anyways, but still. I like to win arbitrary games that I have created for myself and don't have any actual rules or regulations or anyone to hold them in place except me. So let's organize our lives and circle back. I love the lighting in here right now. I got everything set up for the readathon, so I'm gonna show ya. So we have my chair when I decide that I want to read on sprints. But what I'm probably gonna do is have my walking pad here. The sprint setup is obviously over here. Oh, by the way, I finished this, so we should be able to get our next one done, or our first read it or unhaul it video soonish. But I have that. I have my laptop charging so I can actually start editing this. My little tree. I've got this little guy here to help with all the reading. And then I have my chair set up. I've got my water. I have this lamp finally plugged in, ready to use. I've got that lip balm that I've been obsessed with lately right back there. We've got all the books. I have an extra book because it was already there. Pillows set up, blankets. I have that light on. Then we have this open a little bit, but not so much. And yeah, here's my question for y'all. This is really random. So, if you look at my... I'm going to give Iron Flame another shot at some point. But, if you look at all of these, they are all the proper height. This is an exclusive cover, like from an artist, that did it. And it looks, honestly, really nice. And I love it. Here's the problem. Okay, you go up there for just a sec, babe. So I want to keep these two, because they go together in color. This one, I think I might just have to get rid of her. The more I look at her, the less I like her. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the problem is, it's tapped. But look how much taller it is. And I got the edition it said to get, like the tall one. And it's still way too tall. And that bothers me. Like, this artist has some, what is it? Some for this series. And I want them. But I hate how tall it is. I just think it looks so bad. So, live, laugh, don't love that. Hello. So, we have started our first sprint. And I am going to spend this time, we're doing a 90-minute one. So, I'm going to spend it importing all my footage, organizing that up, and then I think we'll be good. I can't lie, y'all. I'm so excited to be able to use my, like, this camera all the time for B-roll again, because it is so much easier to have it all on an SD card instead of some of it on my phone, some of it on my camera, because not to mention, like, the quality difference, at least I notice, but also I have to then go through and number all of the files for that day, including the ones on here, so that they're technically in time order, because I will forget. And then if I didn't do that, I'd have to go through and look at all the timestamps to fit them in. That's just not gonna happen. So I am going to do a little productivity sprint for the first one, and then I think we're gonna sit down and try to figure out what I want to read. We'll do a sample of Powerful and Darker by 4. Those are kind of the two that I'm going between. I feel like I'll end the readathon with All This Twisted Glory. And then Bless Your Heart. We definitely could read during this. I just don't know if I'll get to it because I'm in a fantasy mood, but I think I'm more in an urban fantasy mood, which would be Darker by 4. I'm not sold on high fantasy, definitely not epic fantasy right now, because I finished that Joe Abercrombie, which we will talk about that. I guess we could talk about that now. I gave it a 4.5. I think that it was like such minute details and things that I wish would happen, but didn't necessarily need to happen for the book to be better, which is it wasn't a full 5 stars, because I just know when it's a full 5 stars. And again, y'all know, I read for entertainment, so a 5 stars is definitely going to be like if I was super entertained, if I couldn't put it down, That wasn't really the case. Like, I was very much immersed. I could picture everything. It was the most easy to read, yet super descriptive, almost movie-like writing style. It was fantastic. It was just so good. So I definitely recommend it. I actually think this could be a good one if you want to dabble in more epic of fantasies, because it's the world itself, as in, like, we're basically in like a medieval fantasy world, the pretty stereotypical kind, and it's not too much to try to wrap your head around because we all know what that looks like. And it's not too long of a book. It's definitely not overwritten, which I appreciate. The only thing is there are a lot of characters to keep up with, but if you ever go onto that, you can look up, what was it called? The Blade Itself fan cast. And then there's like this cast.io or something like that website where people vote on who they would cast. And once I looked at those people and I had like an actor in mind for each character, it made it so easy to follow along with who these characters are. I already wasn't having too hard of a time, but I definitely think that helped it because I can picture it like a movie if I have an actor in mind for the roles. And there really wasn't a character we met that I didn't like. There are definitely good and bad characters, but I enjoyed them all. Like, they were all really well done, and I'm excited to get back with them and see what they're up to. But I do need a little bit of a breather because I feel like, not too much though, because there is so much to remember. I feel like I definitely want to read the next one next month. Probably pretty soon on. I'll see if my library has the physical book, because I actually did end up liking the audiobook once I got to know all of the characters. It was definitely a better audiobook. But from the get-go, I just didn't like the way that they did Glocta's narration, because it was just kind of distracting. I understood why he spoke the way he did, but it just distracted me. And sometimes it was hard to understand on an audiobook, because I listened at 2 times speed. And even when I brought it back down to like 1.75, then it was like still hard to understand sometimes, because he would speak so fast, and then sometimes in his own thoughts he would have the same speech thing, and then other times the author wouldn't do it anymore. It was just, I don't like when there's too much variation like that. I like when the accents change, but not super obviously. Like, another thing I did not absolutely love was just really the narration style of the narrator of the audiobook. And it was it Black Dow? I just didn't like the way that he said things sometimes. It was like, oh my god, why are you growling with every word? But I get it, that's the vibe, that's the character. But I did picture the little black-haired dude who's like really intense and whatever from The Boys. I've only seen part of season 1, but good fan cast in my head. So yeah, I am gonna get to this and get coffee. That is the next step. Okay, so update. The coffee has been obtained. Yes, we got a big one. We need it. I'm gonna do a quick 15-minute walk right now just to kind of like chill. And then we will pick what we're reading. We have 55 minutes left on the sprint, so we definitely have enough time. So let us set it up. And we can do it. We can do it. I have just put this video on to watch while I set up my desk for reading, and I'm gonna learn how to read 200 books in a year. And I probably still won't do it. I'm gonna try to learn. I'm gonna learn me something today. What are you doing? Jiggers. What are you doing, baby? What are you gonna read? Huh? Oh. Oh. What are you gonna read? Okay. Go lay down. Just anywhere? Not on your expensive bed? That checks out, buddy. Okay, so we are starting on our second sprint, and I was corrupted by Miss Booked and Miss Busy to do a 60-minute sprint. I know. It's okay. We'll be back to our 90-minute sprints later in the week, I promise, to myself. But I did decide to fill out my journal. So I put my TBR, and I'll just show you. I was literally a floating head right then. Wow, that's crazy. So I wanted to actually track the books as I read them. So the readathon started at 11 a.m. First book that we are starting is Powerful by Lauren Roberts. My handwriting looks so bad on here. Oh my gosh. And then this is the TBR that I have. I want to put the pages in. And then my total that is read. I'm very excited. Also, look, I literally had the perfect sticker for sprints because Erin's Patreon theme is like the busy bees. It's a beehive. It's a vibe. And I love it. I think it's so cute. But yeah, these are the goals. So let me shut up and like actually get started on them. Just having a good time. So I think we all have heard of this book, or Powerless, I mean, the one that's on the back. Here, that's probably a better way to show you this book. So if you haven't watched my wrap up, you won't know what I think yet, because it is in the Booktubers Control My TBR video, and really that's where I go more in depth of it. But I'm not going to talk about it too much in here. I'm just going to talk about this one. I think the banter and the writing in this one is much more compelling. Our main girl, Adina, and his name's Mac. Adina is very much like the Susie Sunshine, but she's not like, too silly and goofy. She's definitely got a bite to her, but like she's predominantly like, I'm gonna see the best in things, and I like that in a character. I also like Mac because he just seems very blunt and distrusting and bitter and whatever. He's like a little bitter Betty. I love a bitter Betty. That's why I like Glocta. So with this one though, I like that the characters are not the exact same. And I say that, but truthfully, like with me and my partner, we're both golden retrievers. Like that. Whenever I first asked and they said that, I was like, that's not true. And then I thought about it, I'm like, that is very true. Honestly. And so I like that. But we all know in fictional times, that's when you read the stuff that you're like, oh my god, red flag in real life, green flag in book. And how different they are to each other, I really like. I feel like one of the issues I had with the romance and Powerless was that they just seemed to be trying to like outdo each other for like super charming, conniving banter times, which some people really like, and that's really great. Some of the lines I enjoyed too. It just was happening the whole book, and I was like, oh dear, this is a long time. Like, we're doing this for 400 pages. In this one, they're different so far enough to where, of course, I'm only 30 pages in, but 30 pages into a 200-page book is a bit far compared to like that in the 400-page one. But it just is like, I like this better. I like this whole, like, it's not Grumpy Sunshine really, because she's kind of sarcastic with her sunshine-ness, but also kind of naive, and also just kind of nice and sweet and seeing the best in people. But it's like she sees the reality, but she chooses to try to give them the benefit of the doubt and see the best. And I like that because I can relate to that. And then he just, again, bitter Betty, and I love a bitter Betty. So far this is I am enjoying this more than I enjoyed like the latter half of Powerless. So that's good. I also think that the author's writing has already improved, which is interesting because I don't think there was that much time between Powerless and this coming out. I guess maybe a year or so. So I'm excited. It makes me excited for Reckless, but I am liking this. I think it's cute. So basically, we're just gonna get to see what Powerless's main character's best friend got up to while she was in the trials, which is interesting. And I do like filling in that blank space. I think that's kind of cool too. So, yeah, so far we are so good. One thing I can definitely say for this author's writing style is it is so easy to fly through. Like, I'm already 55 pages in, and I've only been reading for 38 minutes. That's a very fast reading pace for me, at least. I know that's some people's normal, but it honestly used to be my normal, and I think I just, like, got really distracted by the brain goblins and everything, so maybe we can get back to that being my normal this summer. That would be cool. Just being really immersed in books. That's like my favorite feeling. And honestly, while this may not be my favorite series ever, I still can't write it off completely because it is very entertaining and it is very fun to read. I cannot deny this. So I'm having a good little time, but I just realized, I was like, oh my god, I am literally reading more than a page a minute, and that is really good for me, actually. Literally, as I started this clip, I got a freaking Charlie horse in my foot, and it's because behind my desk is my windowsill, and I like to put my foot on that whenever I'm reading, because it like lets me lean back more. I actually thought about it. I kind of want to go to World Market and get a little stool for that reading chair, because I would love to read more in that chair, but I like to be able to put my legs up, like to have it so I can keep my book up on my knees, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm on page 110 now. We are on another sprinty sprint, and we have about 40 minutes left. We've already been going for 3.5 hours, which is kind of insane. It doesn't feel like that long to me. We're over... Actually, I think we're exactly, because this is 220 pages. So we're exactly halfway through this book. And I didn't realize this Reckless comes out in July. Actually, on July 4th. Cue eagle noises in the background and monster trucks driving over. I have to say, though, the timeline that we're given in these books, I ignore fully, wholeheartedly, because things are moving too speedy quick for me. It's a little goofy. It's a little silly. It's a little ridiculous, because this man is talking about how he's, like, leaving a part of himself behind or whatever, and they've known each other for a week. Okay, sir. But I am enjoying my time. I'm just pretending like they knew each other for a year instead. Which to me would make more sense. Maybe a month I could see it if they're hanging out all the time and planning and plotting and scheming for this like little rescue mission, I suppose. But it just feels like 1 week is very not very serious for me. So that's where we're at. I've ordered Panera. I decided that we're gonna have a full on focusing on reading day. I'm not editing. I'm not doing anything other than reading, and I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for a Caesar salad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not going to lie, but my phone's been doing this weird thing. So for only a few people, like all of my pinned people, except for my mom and my dad, none of the text messages are coming onto my home screen like notifications. And I don't know why. I just updated my phone, so maybe that'll fix it. But my phone is lagging, and it's doing all the things that, like, everyone talks about them doing before they have to go get a new phone. But I refuse. This phone is literally 2 years old. That's crazy. It may be 3 years old tops. I don't even think so. It's a freaking 14. Like, I got it when my last one, like, died. So, I want to run this phone into the ground. I'm very much a phone... not related person, a new computer, new cameras, that's the tech I care about. But like I feel like you really should not have to get a new phone every year. The fact that a lot of people have to get a new phone every year because they use theirs so much or whatever happens and it gets so bogged down is crazy. I know why they do it, but it should not be like that. It makes me so mad. Anyways, that little side tangent aside, let's get back to the books. Okay, lunch is done. I'm eating the little chippy chips, and we're gonna read the last, 20 pages. I don't think I like this. I was hoping we would get like a little bit of a different ending, but we didn't. Same ending, different POV. I don't like that. Do I care to get a sneak peek of the second book? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I think that just pissed me off. So let's put in there that we finished the first book. So that was 2 reading sessions. And it took me 1 hour and 36 minutes to finish the first book. Honestly, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm going to write that in my journal and then we will see what we want to read next. I'm thinking Bless Your Heart. Okay, so I'm literally only on page 5, but I just am adoring how southern this is reading. So I did pick up Bless Your Heart, and it is just, my accent's gonna come out full throttle, y'all. The way that this man just described his friend that was one might expect for a man a day older than God and drunker than Cooter Brown. I just love the way it's like, this is literally how people around me talk. And my whole narration in my head has gone full accent. Like, I love that so much. I am already into this. I'm only reading the prologue and it's definitely giving like something creepy is happening outside this guy's house. He thinks it's a couple of raccoons, a coyote, but nope. Okay, so we have 10 minutes left of our last sprint. So we've gone for 6.5 hours today. I feel like very productive for that. I finished that one book. I am on this one now. 30 pages in. And this just got very interesting. I don't know if this is in the synopsis because I did not read it. Y'all already know. Okay, it is in the synopsis. I like not knowing. So if you don't want to know what's in the synopsis, probably just skip this clip until the next update. Or the next B-roll. Whatever's your flavor. I am kind of obsessed with the fact that, so we have a small town in Southeast Texas, okay? And it's 1999, and we have, it seems to be like several generations of this one family of women who run the funeral home, and they are currently like, they have not embalming, but they're doing everything afterwards of like kind of setting up the casket for a funeral for Mina Jean Murphy. Okay, she just passed away, and they're setting it up. So we have Snow, who is, I don't think, in the know, and she was like doing her makeup and stuff and thought she saw something. The other women are like, no, it's just as eerie around people who have passed. That's all it is. Lenore is the eldest of this little like line of people, and she is aware. I think she runs this funeral service. And then we have a chapter from her granddaughter, Luna, who is like, likes this new guy in town or whatever. He's into like occult stuff and Aleister Crowley. It's very 90s references. And in the middle of them, obviously, is Luna's mother, Grace. And what happens at the end of one of Lenore's chapter, which I do believe is chapter 2. No, chapter 2. Something happens with the body. And you're like, sorry, you're really chill for this going on. So you definitely are like, okay, something is up. And then I realize that they know about vampires. That this family knows. Because Grace in chapter 4 is then cleaning up the floor and all of that. And it says that she had known something was wrong because her hair did start to flutter. And her, like, skin was hot. And apparently in here, vampires are not cold. They are just, like, bodies are hot. And I'm, like, a little gagged. I did not realize that basically this family of women are going to be in charge of protecting the town from this, like, OG strain of vampires coming back. That is so good. And I'm even more excited to get into this now. So now I need to end out the sprints. I'm probably going to go shower to wake myself up a little bit. And then we will get back to reading. And I am more excited now, I think. Because I did not realize. This is kind of, if this goes where I'm thinking it's going to go, which the summary does reference it, so I believe it will. This is what I thought the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires would be like. This actually is. And that's gonna be kind of amazing. So let's hold out that it does end up being that way. Hello, my brethren, gather round. I have bathed and done my skincare. And I've also spent the last known amount of time on FaceTime. And I have not done the reading that I was needing to do. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Because I needed a little reset, recharge brain, like, doink, refresh. And I got it. So now, by the way, also freaking brag real quick, finish my water. What do you think about that? The only answer is hydrated queen. I'll also accept slay and or boss babe. I am getting yelled at. That's typical. I'm gonna fill up my water bottle. We're only doing Disney parent no head content for the rest of the day, I guess. Hey, why did I interrupt myself with the ice maker? Okay. Girl. Anyhow, I'm about to put y'all in the fridge. What do you think about that? Actually, I haven't filled up this water. I don't know if it's my partner. So nice. Y'all stay in there, right there, right there. Oh, I'm talking to my friends. Mama. Anyways, how y'all doing? How you like the fridge? How you liking the rain? We're gonna get back to reading. We're gonna go lay in bed and read my little Southern Vampire slaying book. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good vibey time. I might pull up the Charmed TV show soundtrack / playlist, all the songs that were in that, or just a Charmed inspired one, because this says set in 1999 and I just feel like that would fit the vibe. Hey, over here, bud. Where are you looking? It's the funniest thing, girl. Your food has not moved. There you go. Bone apple teeth. Let's roll. So, I don't even know what hour of the readathon we are in, because I have just gone mentally. But honestly, I feel better now. I was feeling very tired after sprints. Now I feel refreshed, revitalized, rehumanized. I don't think is a word that I'm meaning to use, but I'm ready to get back into bless your heart. Bless it. I'm really liking this so far. I do think that this has the potential to be a new fave, at least a fave of the year. So we're going to keep going, and I'll check in with you. I am looking up a playlist. Ginger has just joined us right behind you. So you can probably hear that. She just ate, so lovely ASMR being provided. 90s Witch playlist. Sounds good. Buckle in. Let's rock and roll. These are the vibes. And Ginger is doing what she's doing. Alright. I want y'all to see my point of view. Hello, little rat bean. Do you want to read your book with the people a little bit? Here, you can have your copy of our book club book. The Ginger Book Club. Hello. Good morning. I was gonna try to turn the air down so that it wasn't as loud, but you're just gonna have to bear with me on that one, okay? Because it is hotter than hell right now. I had a night last night. Not a good one. No. It was rough. It was rough and tough. It was a little bit of a medical issue. But we're fine now. Everything's fine now. Got home at like 1:30 a.m. Hate that for me. Went to bed at 2. Even worse. I woke up at 9:45. Hate that too. I hate waking up. I don't know what happened, but I really do hate waking up past 8 now. Because I'm just like, well, might as well just go back to bed for the rest of the day. Call it good. I just hate it. It's just the worst feeling to me. I don't really know why. But we went and grabbed Torchies, which is our typical Sunday. It's like every third Sunday we do that, I feel. And my partner went into the HEB. That is not for me. No, not at 11:15 a.m. on a Sunday. Nar, all the good church people are in now. Nar. But the coffee place is near, so we're going to drive down over there as well. Get one of those. And I'm going to keep reading my book. As soon as I hang up the phone with y'all, I am going to get on. Bless your heart. Y'all, I'm obsessed. Genuinely, This is so weird. I feel like the majority of my favorite books, I tend to read at a time where I really need books, or it's just like a milestone. Like if I was in a video game, it'd be boom, achievement unlocked. And that's just not always an achievement we want, but the achievement we need. All right, up top. So I am loving the small town vibe of this. I am loving the Texas references. I am loving the 90s references and everything. I was barely alive at that time, but right there with y'all. Right there in my crib. I am obsessed with just the way that this is also written. So this, to me, how would I blend these things together? Oh, I'll tell you. True Blood meets Charmed, Practical Magic, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and here's why. Not the magical elements, although there are literal vampires in this. Not the magical elements, but in the sense of that strong female family lineage and line all banding together to do this thing or whatever. I really feel like there is someone in front of my car now. And I'm just going to pretend like I don't see them. So I just really feel like this book encompasses that feeling, because we have the youngest one, who's named Luna, and we have her mother Grace, and we have Grace's mother Lenore, and then we have Lenore's mother. How does she say her name? It starts with a D, not deputy. LOL. Oh my god, where is it? God bless it. Deucey. That's like so great grandma, mom, daughter. Boom. Those are the four. We have 4 generations of women who are meant to like be in on this situation in town. And we are alluding to like something bad apparently happened 15 years ago. And I am like, the youngest one's 15. About to be 16. What's that about? So that's interesting. I'm not going to talk too much more. I don't want to give anything away. That basically just kind of covers in a very not succinct and well put together words the synopsis. But this very much is giving me the setting and vampiric nature of True Blood with the Charmed, Practical Magic, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, multi-generational household of women just being badass mother boop. And I love that. And then it does have an odd like dark comedy cozy mystery mashup. It's very interesting. I think that this is what I would say, it's not a cozy mystery, but it has the feeling of cozy mystery, and then you'll get like these horror elements thrown at you. And I will say, this is not the most gruesome thing I've ever read. This is pretty tame for horror, I think, as far as like details of blood, guts, and gore go. But it is fairly detailed in that, enough to make you be like a little squeamish about it. At least for me. I hate that stuff. So there is that, just a warning there. But I am absolutely loving this. I do not know. I don't even know if I'm fully here for the plot or the characters and the vibes and just the overall essence of this book. Like, I don't know what would have to happen to make this not a 5-star book. Like, it already is. And I feel like also, back to what I was saying, I love that I have noticed most of my favorite books, I have very strong memories attached to like what was happening at that time in my life. Obviously last night was a time and a half. We don't need to get into it. Why rehash what's already occurred? But just know I now have those memories tied to this book, which is fun. The audiobook is really good at this. At first I didn't think so, because the narrator does like just a plain Jane accent, but then she does give an accent to the actual characters' dialogue and thoughts, and I love that. I actually like that difference more. I like when it's a little bit of a Yankee accent and then we have the southern ones coming in, because it just creates that difference and it really kind of shines through without it being a ridiculous accent that I'm like, never heard that. Like, y'all know how the Raven Boys audiobooks get hated on? Now, listen, I've never heard those accents in my life either. But I love those audiobooks. I do love them. But anywho, I'm gonna get to listening to this some more, and I will check in with you guys later. We're gonna go feed the tortoise. She is gonna freak out. What are you doing? Well, do you want some food? Oh, she's up. Immediately gets up. Hello. Oh Lord. I am logging on to the computer now to get the sprints started. I need to light my candle of calm. Awesome. Love that. I forgot it's freaking Memorial Weekend, so that means we're gonna have so many fireworks out today, and I am not excited about that. I hate those, and so does Jake. Poor baby. But it's okay. We'll be strong together. Yeah. So let me get these hooked up. I'm just gonna continue reading Bless Your Heart. That's what's gonna happen here. And I think that's like the only plan that I really have for the rest of the day. They changed everything on the website that I use for sprinting, and now it's about to piss me off. Whatever, they didn't ask me. Y'all, I think what it is I hate going to bed late, and I hate waking up late in the day, and I'm so sleepy. I just took like an hour nap, and it helped, but it also made me sleepy, but just in a different way. I don't know if that makes any sense. And what we're gonna do after this is we're gonna go make a little coffee. Once I get these sprints started, make a coffee, and then I want to try to finish this on sprints. We'll see if I can do that. I definitely want to finish it today. I just don't know if I can finish them on these sprints. I don't know, but it's time to go live. So that is what I'm going to do. Hi. Were you wanting the mic? It sounded like you had something to say. No, not anymore? Breaking the fourth wall. Hi. Let me give the camera on here a little break because every time I keep it on for too long, it like doesn't focus on me. And I know I can't focus either, but I'm paying that to focus. Okay, so I finished editing what I have so far, and by that I just mean rough cuts. I haven't even put any music on most of it or anything like that. I did just edit the very beginning part. It's after the preview, Curology, and then like the intro. It's the part where I was like anxious and spiraling or whatever, and I'm happy to report, as usual, once I actually looked at that and watched it back, I was like, girl. And this is why I really appreciate y'all allowing us as like a little community, in the least parasocial way I could say this, create like a safe place for us all to just like hang and be a little anxious together. Like, it's just really nice, and like to talk things out, because when I can talk it out in the moment, that helps alleviate a lot. It's very akin to journaling for me, but sometimes I will talk maybe a watered down, more vague, broad version of things on camera, because some of the people that I watch vlog, they will discuss things, and it is actually way more helpful than I would have thought to see someone that you know, go to for, I mean, no one goes to me for like seeing my life be put together. Let's be so serious. That's not what I'm trying to give, so if I do, that's purely accident. But like some people really do that, like productive days, and like we're gonna get on our weight loss journey, and we're gonna eat right, and we're gonna clean the house every week. Like, their content is focused around productivity and having their life together and maintaining it together. That's kind of more what I mean. When they will sometimes have little breaks, almost like a fourth wall break, where they acknowledge that they are truly just like me. Because I don't know about you, but I find it very easy for me to forget that people who are on YouTube, because YouTube is my TV. We talked about that last week. I forget that I do tend to lean into it as if it's TV, and these people who are online, like, they just pick up a camera or, you know, any kind, and they just edit it, and they just put it online. Like, they're not, I know celebrities are like, we're just like you. No, you're not. No, you're not. The tax bracket, I'll never see it. I'll never even glimpse it in the distance. And while we may have the same feelings, it's just like, there's a relatability in just a couple of anxious suburban pals. Like, that's the vibe. And it's really nice to see those people do that, which is what inspired me to start doing it in here. And I'm very happy when you guys let me know that it does help, because it also helps to talk to y'all about things too. Because, I mean, yeah, talk to the besties. Yeah, talk to the therapist, talk to my partner, like, do all the journaling, do all the things. But there is something also nice in having, like, it's almost like a little circle. And we get together every Wednesday and we're just like, hi, let's join hands and not really sing Kumbaya, but like just talk about our anxiety goblins for the week, and like, or whatever goblins are going on that week, because hey, sometimes we like to switch it up, and I love that. I love change, personally. So anyways, not to get sappy, I already know I did a clip in here about how much I like really enjoy our little section of the internet, our little corner, a little cozy corner. So we're not gonna do it again, but just know I want to. I do. It's right here. It's right here. It's coming out a little bit. Oh my god, you know what's really coming out? Some of these lashes. I get my lashes done on Wednesday, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I literally don't remember what else I was gonna update you on. So anyways, I am gonna update you on books, because I know we're supposed to be doing a 24-hour readathon, but I just wanted to put the 24-hour readathon into this vlog this time, because y'all wanted a longer weekly vlog. I heard you. The raw footage, y'all, was 3 hours and 3 minutes. So I'm just saying we're really close to our goal. What's gonna happen when we hit that, though? Remember I said I was gonna retire. So I think like a doomsday cult, I'm gonna move it back. We're gonna move the doomsday back. I'm not gonna retire at 3 hours now, because that actually seems like a reality. So maybe 5 hours, because that would just be obscene. So I got to page 201, chapter 28 in my little book. And, I'm listening to the audio because I'm really enjoying the audio, and I wanted to be able to listen. This is one of those books I'm not really wanting to stop reading. When I can read it physically, I'm doing that, but the audio is like really good. I know we talked about that earlier, and I went to go back to read it physically, but then I need to do some things, so I was like, oh, I'll do the audio. I think I kind of like the audio more. Love that for me. So I'm gonna keep listening to that. I really need to get some electrolytes. Like I can actually feel that right now. And I think I'm gonna go make myself a little liquid IV. And I'm also gonna place an order to get more, because I'm out of my lemon lime. And you know what? I will never again judge the Diet Coke girls for behaving the way they do about their Diet Cokes, because the way that they behave about Diet Coke is the way that I feel about lemon lime liquid IV. You know how they used to make cocaine? Oh. You know how they used to make Coke with... I think it's in the lemon lime. Just kidding. That's alleged. It's not even alleged. It's literally a joke. Liquid IV, don't come for me. I actually adore y'all. I just need to go. I am like running low on sleep. Even though I had a nap. Have y'all ever had it where like you did not sleep well and you napped? And technically, you're like, I'm looking at these numbers. I should be well rested, but you're actually like less rested than usual. That's where I'm at. I also would like to point out that I have this horror ambiance right here that I found, and I am obsessed. If I don't link it in the description, which I probably won't, just comment a bunch of knives for the slasher vibes, a bunch of ghosts, and I'll know what it means. Probably not. Actually, please ask for the link if you want it. If I didn't put it, but who is it by? It's like Chilling Horror, by Ambient Worlds is my favorite place to get all of these different things. But why I'm obsessed with this is it's literally just a bunch of horror movie scores. And yeah, you might be thinking, Olivia, you are literally the most anxious person I've ever witnessed in my life. I would argue that's probably not true. Right? But I love horror. And I do think there's a Venn diagram for people with anxiety and horror, but we can go into that next week if you want. This is very calming to me. I'm listening to the Friday the 13th soundtrack right now. That's actually one I've never seen. I'm a Halloween girl. So, I'm going to keep listening to that. I'm going to listen to my book. I'm going to go get a liquid IV. And that's kind of it for now, I think. Maybe we'll talk again. I really do. My goal is to actually finish this in this vlog, because I don't know if I've ever been so organized where I've like ended the vlog on a book that I finished. But I'd love to do that. I think that would be a cute moment, because all the girls that I watch do that, and every time I'm like, wow, you're so put together. What's going on? What's it like? Ah. Oh, Jake, is that your toy? Brother, ooh. Okay, so this is like temporary shelter-ish. She digs down under it while we get the house done. But these are the plants that we bought. I just put them out to see what I think and if I like it. I think I like it. I want to leave room for this guy, but I really, even if these don't stay alive forever, I mean, they're native, they're supposed to, but we'll see. I do like them. I like the look. What I really want, and if I have any gardeners below, let me know. We have these rocks that were in her enclosure to help with our claws, but they do not fit, and I can't lift them. No one really can, because they're super freaking heavy, so I'll probably just break them to move them. But I really want to plant something here, and I have the same situation on this side. I just want to plant stuff to like look pretty, But also I'm like, do I want to plant, because my dad mentioned blackberry bushes. That could be cute. But it's so hot in Texas. I'm just fearful of planting anything in like the ground, so I'm wondering if I should get raised beds, because I ordered this whole thing from a website where they cut it, treat it, do all that for you, and then they just ship you all of like the stuff to put it together and the wood, obviously, and then you do that. I'm wondering if I should get matching from them to go right here. It's just because it's a weird corner, and this is also a random, this is weird, just hear me out. We have baby possums that will come over here, and I don't want to have them not have somewhere, because I'm not worried about them interacting with Annabeth, but like I want them to have a shelter because it gets so hot here, and we do live right next to somewhere where there are a bunch of like critters and whatnot. So like obviously she has, oh, that's a big wasp. Okay, actually it was super cute to see you. Have a good dinner, queen. Love you the most. Bye. That wasp, I'm pretty sure, I have no idea of knowing this, but we're gonna do it for the lore, for the story. I'm pretty sure he's part of the ones that we kicked out. And I got some really intense poison for it. Usually I try not to, do that, but with wasps, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. But what? What's up, chicken? What's up? What's going on? Uh-huh. So you're demanding, you want to hang out? You do? Oh, do you want to read? Or you just want me to feed you treats and then you can sleep on my heating pad? I figured. Okay, let me finish sprints and then we'll do it, okay? Is that okay? You want to say hi to your friends? Oh. She said team twirl. Let's see if there's water in here, shall we? I love putting y'all in the fridge. You know what they can't say about me? They can't say that I don't give angles. Because I do. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of should. Anyways, got really sidetracked. I know that I said, hey, I'm gonna go get Liquid IV. Went straight outside because I saw Annabeth eating something she shouldn't have eaten. I was like, okay, second dinner, girl. Heard you loud and clear. She does that. She does that. She threatens me with a vet trip if I don't give her extra treats. Which, that's fine. So at the end of this, if you want to stick around, we're gonna do a strawberry lemonade. That kind of sounds good. If you want to stick around, I'm gonna make an Annabeth reading section. She's not reading, she's eating. But if you would like to read and or eat with Annabeth, stick around. I don't know how much footage there was, but I'll just put it all in. I tried to be quiet. It's hard for me. So that you could have like a nice little crunchy lettuce ambiance. I'll put some classical music though for reading because that's like what I normally read to. And then that's at the end. So cute. Cute. Please don't go over. I love this thing, y'all. Alright, time to get ice. So, unfortunately, I can't yap while that's happening because it's loud as heck. Yes, Tiny Queen. Anything else? Okay, so I'm sitting back down with my strawberry lemonade, and I'm listening to my audiobook, and the accent's just coming out because I'm just listening to people with my accent. And I love how these women talk. Like, and not just like the way that they talk, but what they say and how they say it is everything to me. Like, it is just like it's just so matter of fact. Because just in a scene, not even a plot thing, just in the scene. Yeah, I'm playing Candy Crush. What's it to you? She goes, well, it's not my fault unless they can da da da. And then just the older lady goes, well, actually, all of this is your fault. And I'm gonna tell you why. Chapter ends. I love it. I love it. I love it. Even though that's like such a minute thing, and honestly, probably doesn't even matter. I love it so much. Just finished Bless Your Heart. Automatic 5-star read for me. And the ending. I immediately had to go see if the author had announced that there is a new book coming out. There is. 2025. I guess it's time to hound the publisher to get an arc of this one too. Because, I did not read this one in time before it got published. They just sent me a finished copy a little bit early. Sometimes they'll do that like a week or two before it gets released. I always ask them to do that instead of an arc because I am never on time with arcs. Because once I have to read a book, I'm like, oh, it's homework. I've never hated a book more suddenly. Anyways, this book was a full 5 stars. It was emotional. It was sweet. It was funny. It was literally perfect. If you ever want to know what an Olivia book is, this is that. I've seen a lot of people doing like their name with the books behind that they really like behind it to be cuts out of the letters of their name. Whatever. If you're on Instagram, that made sense. If you're not, I can't help. This book would be in there. This is one of my top books of the year. Probably top 5. It was just everything. It was everything. And the ending was legitimately the perfect thing. One of my favorite elements of it was the dog. And if you want to know if the dog lives or not, I don't think that's a spoiler. That's something I want to know. I am a frequent flyer of justthedogdie.com. The dog is thriving, by the end of this book. So, alleviate any of your worries with that. But it is so sweet. It is gruesome, though. That's why I would say it does have the true blood of, like, being gruesome, guts and gore being shown, and it is very descriptive, but it's in, like, pardon my phrasing, spurts, and it makes sense, and it's not gratuitous, but it does kind of bring home this horror, cozy mystery weaving. I don't know. It's just, it was perfect. I'm absolutely in love. I think I'm looking at my shelf right now, and it is my favorite book that I've read this month. Like, easily. That and Nosy Neighbors, and The Blade itself. That too. But it was just, it was exactly what I wanted. Everything was perfect. Like, the ending too. At first, I was like, I can kind of understand this ending. I don't like it because I like a sad ending that has hope. And at first, it was just sad. I was like, oh. But the very last line, and in the audiobook, I love it because, you know, when it introduces the audiobook and it's like, this is Bless Your Heart by Lindy Ryan. And it says, you know, the little audio man's voice, and then has some, like, intro music sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's just straight into the goods. But it has intro music. And so the last two lines were said, and it was perfection. She could not have written it better. And then the little outro plays, and it's very a la Only Murders in the Building. And I was like, I love life. So, perfect way to end this vlog. You need to go drink your water. You need to be kind. And have a good day on purpose. Because I am about to start another book. We'll go grab it. But I'm going to start another vlog. Start another book. And we're living and we're laughing and we're loving. Okay. Bye.
birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the